Hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to make a folio using this paper out of G's kit, the Dragonflies and Flowers kit. This is my design, part of my design team project for G. Kerr, Happiness and Crafting. We have been working on a journal, and we're going to make a folio to go into that journal today. So the first thing we're going to do, and I have trimmed off all the borders already, and I have printed it out onto some beautiful cardstock with some flowers here. If you do not have any floral print cardstock, you can print on one side and then turn it over and use another page out of the kit to print the back. So the first thing I'm going to do is determine how I want this to go. I think maybe about like this. Or do I want it to go like this? I think that's how, because I like this dragonfly, so that's how I like it. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to go ahead and crease that. If you have a bone folder, you can use a bone folder to do this. I have creased it at about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4 and like a quarter. And then we're going to fold this part over to go as the flap, just like that. Just like that. Alright, now that we've got that done, I want to put a pocket here. So I'm going to, let me notch this. Okay. Alright. And then I'm going to glue that down right there. Place that down in the center of there. I'm sorry, my son's dog is crying. He was bad, so he has him in his cage because he was misbehaving. He got into some trash, and so now he's in his timeout. He's not very happy about it. And we have these two little things from the kit that can go down into there. Let's see, which way do they go? I think they go this way. They can go down into there, and we can make tags out of those if we want to. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit before I do that, though. And I'm going to get my coffee dyed papers. And we're going to measure to see how big we need those. I have 3 sheets. And let's see, they need to be, go down just a little bit, about right there. Hold on. Get my ruler. And they need to be about 7 inches. So let's measure 7 inches. And make a little mark so we know where we want to cut. Alright. And then they need to be just going to fold that in half. All of those nice and neat and lined up, and we will fold that in half and decide how wide we need it to be. So I think about, because here is our crease, so I think about right there. and we decided we needed it to be 7 inches. So let's come up and make a 7-inch mark right here, right there. Okay, now that we have that done, we want to come back over to here and we're going to sew that in. But I think that I want where did I put my papers? Let me pause and see what I've done with that paper and I'll come right back. Okay, I've got my papers all cut, printed out another paper because I couldn't find that one, and so we're making a little journal to go inside of our folder. But what I'm going to do right quick is I'm going to round these corners here. I want those rounded. So I'm going to slide that, hopefully I'm going to slide that up in there. Got that one. And slide that one up in there. If you do not have a punch to round your corners, you can do it with your scissors or just leave it square. Either way works good. I just like the look of that rounded corner there. It just gives it a more, see, I love the way that looks. Okay, so we have our pocket. We're going to sew our little journal in, and then we have our flap. So let's see. And you could actually, if you don't want to sew it in, you can actually staple, because it is quite thin. You could actually staple that in if you wanted to. I am going to sew mine in. Okay, so now we're ready to sew it in. And so let's make sure we have our papers just right. Make sure we get it in that crease, lined up exactly where we want it. I'm going to go in through the middle. And back up through the top. Hope that I'm in camera with this. Want to make sure you're in those creases. Very important. Okay. Make sure we got it lined up perfect. Back down through the bottom. Want to make sure you're in those creases. See that crease? Okay. Back through the same hole. Alright. Now, you want to make sure this long piece here is in the center of your two things here. Take it off of your needle. And now you want to tie it. Want to make sure that's tight. Not so tight that you're going to tear your paper, but you want to make sure it's tight, because that is what is going to hold that securely in place. Otherwise, your papers will be going all wonky on you. Okay, so we're going to tie that a couple of times. We'll give it one more. Alright, we're going to clip that off. Okay. So now we have it sewed in, and this is what we have. You open it up and you have your little journal in here with all your papers for writing. You have a pocket here for our little tags. for our little tags there. Okay, we can round those in a minute. Now what I want to do, I think I want to put some lace here, and I already have it cut. Put a little bit of lace here, like that. I do not want to make this very thick because it's going inside one of the large bag pockets in our journal. So we're not doing a whole lot of embellishing on it, but we are doing some. So we're going to glue this pocket in place, and let me notch the top of it. I didn't do a large notch on that one because I want the words to show. Let's go back and distress that inner part of that. Okay, now we're going to glue this down, and I want to try to get it lined up with the bottom of the journal here. And if you weren't putting this in a journal pocket, you could make it you could do a lot more embellishing to it. Like you could put cheesecloth behind this, and really fancy it up. But I do not want it to be too thick, so we're kind of keeping all that to a minimum. Okay, so I've got my little stream of glue, and let's put that on there. Okay, and now we'll glue our lace on over here. Let me just see something. I may want to use this instead. And I think I do. I think I like that on there. So I'm going to cut this and put it on there. I really like that. Okay. And we will just glue that. Onto there. Yeah, I like that on there much more because we have a little lotus flower in here, which is yellow. Okay.
Mama feed you?
Not yet. If you could give her some dog food, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so we'll let that dry, and then we'll just do a wraparound tie to make it easily accessible. Or maybe put something here, a button or something there for it to tie with. And there you have it. Our little folio. Simple, easy project. And we'll put a tag in here. Probably a couple of these, or maybe we'll make a larger tag to go into there. Let's see what we have. Okay, I'll pull out a larger tag to go into there, and there you have it. Simple, easy folio to make to go inside of your journal. So thank y'all. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, so I thought I was done, but I've decided to go back and add one of her pockets up at the top. So the pocket comes in the kit. So we're just going to fold on the lines and attach it. And it goes just like that. You just glue it on, just like that. So let's put our glue on there. And I also went back with the two little cards and took a little bit of this yellow lace. And in G has a kit, the page tabs kit in her shop. And I'm sorry about the shadows in here. It's very early in the morning. And I had already fussy cut them out, and I just cut the two apart. And they make cute little toppers for the tags. Okay, and those are going to go right down into this pocket, just like that. How cute. I know I said I didn't want to make it thick, but I can't help myself. I'm sorry. And then we have a tag here to go into here, a couple of tags from that come with the kit, and then we'll make something to go up here. Let's see, what have I got over here? Oh, I know what. I know that I showed you the other day, we made this little thing. It fans out into a huge flower. I just cut a whole bunch of coffee dyed papers. We can tuck that into there. Well, no, that won't work. Let's see. We'll cut another journal card to go up into there. Yep. And we'll just put that into there. That'll give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags and 3 little tuck spots. A tuck spot, pocket, and pocket. Okay, so let's ink these up a little bit more. So there's one, and you could really embellish these up a lot if you wanted to. And if I weren't putting this into a journal where I needed it to be kind of flat, I definitely would. Okay. All right. Need to get me a new little distressing thing. Okay, so now we have, that's what we have. Whoops. That is sticking in there. Pull that out. We're going to pull that out and let that dry for a while. But this is what we'll have now. And have this lace. Let's see how it looks to pull around it to tie. not really liking this, so I'm going to pull that off and I'm going to use a Velcro. I have some little round Velcro things. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. And I will just be Velcroing it close because I'm just not liking, that's just not doing it for me with that. So I will be putting a Velcro dot here, and that will be my closure for it. So now we have our beautiful little folio for the pockets, and remember this is going to go into here for a journal card when that dries. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages in that, so 16. We have our pocket with our cute little journal cards. I love those little page tabs that cut apart like that as a topper. I will definitely be doing a lot of those. And you could add words and, you know, so much more. But there you have it. There's the back. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there you have it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I had so much fun. So go over, get your kit, and make some of these. They're great for going into your journals. They're great for, and you can make these any size we want to make it. Let me show you some of the other things that we have made. I think I may have done a video already, but just in case, pull some things out of here. I've got a whole lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Okay, so we have this that we've made for the journal. I took the little envelope that comes with the kit and made a little folio, a little small folio to go into it. I've got glue on my finger, just a second. Get that off there. Okay, so we have our little folio here. Let's see. I made a second one to go into it. Cut it up. It opens this way with a pocket and a couple of tags. So we have that. And that just ties closed. So we have that one. Let's see. We have these little things. I took the little tag, folded it in half, kind of, and cut it like that, so that, you know, because the top of it's already like that. Top of it is already rounded like that. I just folded it in half and cut it, you know, followed the line and cut it, and then folded it like that to make a little tuck spot. Here's one that I've made. I've done some sewing, glued the bird, done some sewing down the side to make a tuck like this. Like that. Let's see. I've made all these cute little tabs or toppers. It can go at the top of a page like this, glued down as a tuck spot, or on the edge of the page like this as a tuck spot or closure. Here's another one of the little pockets that I made for little mini tags. And I printed out several of these, and I mean, I have just gobs and gobs of them that I've cut out. I've cut out a lot of the little pockets, so you can mass produce these and use them in your journals. I love these pockets. They go down on the folded over and go down on the corner of a page. So there's a lot of those. More of the little journal cards, tags. And again, last week I made this little thing with the coffee dyed paper. It turns into a flower. Just kind of goes on around. You just kind of fan it out to make a flower. I'll show you. And G has a video on how to do this. She's very creative, so she has a video on doing this. And you can make your flower as full or as thin as you want. Just, you know, it's all up to you how big you want your flower to be, but you can see the gist of what I'm doing here to make a flower. And then it just all folds back closed, just like that. And can go into a tuck spot or over a belly band in your journal. So there you have some of the fun things you can make with her kit also. And like I said, these can be the little tags. You can fold them in half and follow that line and make page tabs as well to go on your journal. See, you can make page tabs simply by taking the smaller tags, folding them in half, and just following the top of the thing and cutting it. And make a page tab for your journal. So there you have it. Have fun. Have a good day, and bye-bye.